they just know that the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. So all of a sudden it's not as fun, it's not as exciting, there's not as much intimacy. You know, they don't do as much together anymore. There may be no conversation at all. All of a sudden they're working overtime to hold this relationship together. They're not going anywhere. So I'm not saying that this reading is saying that they're on their way out, because I don't feel like these third parties are going to go anywhere. I just feel like they're feeling the heat now. They may even begin to think back if you had a discussion with them about things you might have said, and they're thinking, wow, they weren't lying, right? And here's the thing. It's like they're in denial at the same time where they're feeling the heat, because they're not going to admit to anyone on the outside, especially if you might find out if this is your ex with this third party. They're not going to admit anything that's going to say outwardly, hey, this relationship is falling apart. It's a fucking dumpster fire, right? It's a dumpster fire. But what's happening here is I feel like this is costing them financially. There's so many pentacles on here. And I just got that, like, this is costing these third parties financially too. So they may be bankrolling this operation. They may be spending extra money to hang on to this person. Oh my goodness, sound familiar? So they're in that mode of, why can't we just be happy, right? Trying to look the other way, being extra forgiving. Ugh. Did I not say they were bankrolling this operation? Look at that little demon in her ear and all this money. Look. The writing's on the wall is what I'm getting, but they're still in denial. So, that's cognitive dissonance, right? So you see one thing, but it's hard to fathom, and you can't make sense of it, and you can't make sense of insanity. And this is where the third party's at. So the cycle, they're in the cycle. They're in the part of the cycle where they don't get shit. They give and give and give. They'll bankroll the operation. They'll even give money to the toxic person. They'll buy them stuff, cover their overdrafts on their accounts. So they're starting to feel it. They're getting the same, they're finally seeing what you saw. They're seeing what some of you may have said to them, but they're going to hold the tower up, and they're going to try to present a strong united fight, a strong united front, maybe fight too. There's a reason I said that, a strong united front to the public, because they have to. This is about show, right? This is about reputation. This is about, we can't let everyone knows it's falling apart and blowing up in their face. But what I see here is trying to prevent the tower from falling. So they're going to do whatever they need to do to hang on to the relationship. And for some of you, you may have done the same thing. And I see a card turn the other ways, two of them. So I'm taking them. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse. In denial. In denial, at least to public. They're not going to tell friends and family about this. They're not going to admit that anything's wrong. They're not going to, if they're being abused, if they're, being gaslit, called names, no affection, they're fucking miserable, it's a dumpster fire, like I said. You're not going to